Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, West Coast Wild Child. I am currently in Thailand, and yes, I actually filmed the intro in the same country as I am right now. And yeah, so enjoy the video, all the fun things I got up to in Thailand. As always, thank you so much for watching, and if you want to, subscribe. So I went to Bangkok to celebrate Songkran, which is the Thai New Year's. And on this place they had different stations basically where you could try different Thai crafts. So this is how you make a traditional Thai dessert. I do not remember the name, it was quite a long name, but it was very relaxing actually. If you want to follow my friend Sarah, I leave a link down below. She has a trekking company in Nepal, so check her out if you are interested. So this is what my little dessert looked like, and this is what it could have looked like. Oh well, I tried my best. So basically what it is, the different colors are some rice dough, and the inside is made of red beans, and it was quite tasty actually, I'll give it that, it was good. Songkran is a water festival, so yes, we did give this little dragon statue a bath for good luck for the New Year's and to maybe wash away your sins. Maybe I should have done this some few more times. Then we also made some of these lucky kites that are supposed to catch all the bad things, and after you completed all the different stations you got this little gift set. It was very cute. And then the reason why everybody goes to Songkran, because it is a huge water fight. And yes, we got some nice photos with some of the people that were there. We even catched a little concert. There were different boy groups playing during the evening. And yes, like I said, a water fight. I actually did not have a water gun in the beginning. I don't know what I was thinking. That was definitely the wrong move. I got one later, and dare I say, it is the most fun I ever had in my life. We also did this, I don't know if it's a kind of lantern or kite or what it actually is, but it was a lot of fun making it. And we were running around with these, they moved like little jellyfish in the wind, and honestly we had way too much fun making these and running around with them. Like, we love them, they were great. There were quite a few Indians around as well, so happy Holi everybody. I missed it in India, but I'm happy I got to celebrate it a bit here. Finally I got my water gun, the best decision I ever made in my life. And yes, fully equipped, we went to Siam Square, which in my opinion this was actually the best place to participate in a water fight, because there were a lot of people, everybody was in on the game, and the water was warm. Then we took a little break in this beautiful park that Sarah knew about, and while we were sitting there was this huge lizard just casually swimming by and mainly catching some fishies. And honestly, the street food, if you know me, you know I love any kind of seafood. This was awesome. And I broke my first water gun, so I had to get another one. This is why it is a different color now. Silom Road is also absolutely crazy when it comes to the water fighting. I did not enjoy it quite as much because it was just too many people. Like, it was really, really packed and you could barely move, and also the water they had here was ice cold because the water buckets where you refilled, first of all you had to pay to refill your water gun, which is bullshit in my opinion. Like, I will not pay 10 baht every time I have to refill my water gun. And also it's not that nice to get ice cold water on yourself. Like, warm water is nice, but yeah, not ice cold please. And yeah, what can I say? Shooting strangers in the face with a water gun is the best thing I have ever done in my life. I had so much fun. And honestly, this is a reason to go to Thailand. If nothing else, you have to experience this. Like, this is just so much fun. Like, you're a child again, basically. And also, everybody is just, you know, happy. I mean, this is a huge celebration. It is New Year's. And everybody's happy. Nobody will, or maybe not nobody, but most people will not get too angry at you for shooting at them. Because, yeah, it means also washing away the bad luck when you make people wet with your water gun. I can see is a huge shopping mall where you actually can go up and enjoy the view of Bangkok, and it's completely for free. And I had to say goodbye to Sarah, and I hopped onto a bus and went to Krabi. And what can I say? What a paradise it is down here. It is a bit more pricey because it also is very touristy, but I mean, it's just beautiful, stunning beaches. Yes, I did a bit of shopping. I need a little strand bag. Whoopsie. This is Riley Beach, which is very known for being just a very beautiful beach. It's not deep at all. You can walk out really far without the water ever getting deep. And yeah, just the cliffs surrounding the beach and the palm trees. And yay! I met another friend, Jasmine. And we had some fun days together as well. It's so easy to meet people around here, to be honest. It's so nice. I'm so happy. And I will also say that after I said goodbye to my friends in Cambodia, my friends who I also traveled in Laos with, I feel like that phase where I go through the 5 stages of grief every time I say goodbye to a new friend. I feel like that phase has passed now. I'm not sure what has changed actually, but I just feel like somehow I just know that if I meet people and we become really good friends, then it doesn't matter that we are not in the same place necessarily. Yeah. And if you really want to see someone again, then you can. And somehow it just makes me less sad to know that if I really miss them, I really want to see them again, then I'm just going and meet up with them. So, yeah. I don't know if it makes any sense, but it's just really nice to not be really that sad anymore when you leave your friends. And thank you, Jasmine, for getting all the footage of me and just getting my good angles, because oh my god, I have never posed like this, and what can I say, the pictures are absolutely stunning. So thank you so much, Jasmine. It was a lot of fun, and yeah, what can I say, our selfie game was really strong. So this is a beach close to Riley Beach actually. I think it is about a 10 minutes walk to the other side of the island, and it is a cave with a lot of things to inspire fertility. And here we went to watch the sunset. It was a beautiful sunset, and the water was also very warm here, and yeah, just another beautiful beach. Absolutely amazing. Loved it here. Then I decided that I needed another t-shirt, and after that we went to, this is actually my hostel, the Fiesta hostel. It was a bit of a party hostel, to be honest. I did like it quite a bit. They had live music until like 12 or 1 p.m, which wasn't too bad. Then we also went to Yasmin's place and played some Jenga. Honestly, I'm really good at this. Dare I say, I have not lost a single game of this since I started traveling. Yes. Actually, did you know that monkeys can swim like this? And actually dive, like swim underwater? I had no idea. I was actually mind blown at this, like, wow! It's crazy. So the next day we were on a boat again, because there are just too many beaches around here to discover and run around. So we actually went back to the same beach where we were watching the sunset the day before, because we felt like we didn't spend really enough time here. And actually the sunset was better this day. I think we were a bit earlier than we were the day before. And it's just a beautiful beach. Like, there's nothing you can do wrong in Thailand with a beach and a sunset. It's bound to look good. And also there was this fire show on the beach when we came back. Absolutely insane. This is 3 guys sitting on top of each other, and yeah, that is real fire. Then we went and I had the best food ever. And this is actually Koh Phi Phi. So after 3 days in Krabi, I went over to the island of Koh Phi Phi, and it was also just so pretty. The most turquoise water I've ever seen. The cutest little kitty that was in the hostel, and then a lot of snorkeling and a lot of little fishies. And yeah, I did this non-stop for 3 days basically. And these small fishes, especially the black and yellow ones, they were quite social. Like, they did come really close and they really looked at you. And yeah, very social, very cute. I love snorkeling. This is just a whole other world down there. And I mean, there is a reason why The Little Mermaid was my favorite movie when I was a kid. Like, this is just awesome. Like, the ocean is amazing. There is so much different life down here that you otherwise never see. And it's just beautiful, and it's just like, you know, flying in another world. So I went here with another girl I met on the hostel. Her name was Finja. And sadly, I realized I did not get her phone number. So that's a bummer. But we had a lot of fun snorkeling here. So this place where we are snorkeling is called Sharks Point. It is the furthest point on Long Beach on Koh Phi Phi. And apparently you can go here and see reef sharks. Usually you do a tour here, but we figured if we just go there and snorkel around a bit, maybe we can actually see a shark. Because we met some people who had done just that, and they saw 2 sharks, and we were like, okay, let's try that. Because not that it is a bit pricey to do a lot of tours, and yeah, we were like, if we know where the point is and we know, yeah. So we just tried our luck. Sadly, we did not see any sharks, but I mean, we saw a lot of other fish. So for me, it was definitely worth it. Here we had these small, I don't know actually what any of the names of these fish are, but the black and yellow ones, they look a bit like the one in Finding Nemo, like the fish that is a bit angry in the aquarium, like the leader of them. And just everywhere are these smaller yellow and black striped little fishies that are very social and always come very close. And they also usually swim more towards the surface actually. So sometimes when you don't look straight down but actually look a bit up, you can see a bit of different fishes. Actually being in and around the ocean is very relaxing, I think. And I did have a conversation actually in Bangkok with Sarah about what happiness really is. And she actually told me something that had me thinking a lot since then actually. That she doesn't really use the word happiness, because she said it's a hard word to grasp, like what is happiness really. But she found that peace is a more suiting word. And the more I think about it, the more I agree, I have to say. Like, I find happiness is just a harder word to grasp, really, than peace. I mean, peace of mind, peace of the soul, peace in the body. I feel like that is actually what I've been looking for all along. So yes, here are me and Finja. paddling on a kayak that we rented for the day. We were also talking about doing a tour on this day, but we figured that we wanted to do something more active, where you can choose more by yourself where you're going. And if you're wondering why I just have one sexy swimming shoe, it is because it is on that foot that I cut my toe. And yeah, we went to this little beach. I'm actually not sure what the name of it is, but it is absolutely beautiful. It is like a little slice of paradise. The water is so blue, and there is a lot of stones and rocks on the ground for the little fishies, so you will have great snorkeling. And also, it was just a beautiful paddle to go here. I think it took us about half an hour to get here. And what can I say? It was just nice to get a little bit of exercise. And I mean, look at that water. It's beautiful. And look at this beach. Wow. I'm still amazed. And that's the thing. Thailand has so many beautiful beaches. Like, you're just blown away every day, really. And of course, more snorkeling, because when you're in Thailand and have such great snorkeling all around, like, why would you not? These are actually like small calamaris. Is that what they are? They're not octopus. I think they're called calamaris. Like really small ones, and they were hanging like in the water in a perfect line, and they were so tiny and so cute. And I do think actually that this fish is called parrotfish, because they have such nice colors and they eat corals. And these silver fishes, I have no idea what they are called, but they're really cool. So this is the way to another beach, and everything is just so beautiful here. And I could have stayed much longer than I did, but then again, I am on kind of a mission, so 3 days had to be enough in this beautiful island. Then, like I said, I managed to step on a rock or a coral, I'm not sure, and I cut my big toe, and yes, it did hurt. And luckily Finja was a queen and she had a lot of plasters. And yeah, next day I had to buy these sexy shoes, and we went snorkeling again, because I will not stop snorkeling even though I have a bad foot. And it was beautiful yet again, and the fishies were there, and we went to another beach that time, and yeah, just nothing could stop me from snorkeling. And I mean, the most important thing was to not get any sand into the wound. There was a lot of sand in the wound initially. Luckily for me, again, Finja had a little pocket knife with which I could get all the stuff out of the wound, because it was quite deep and I could not just flush it out like I wanted to. But yeah, after that it was fine, and with the sexy little swimming shoes, I went at it again, and I am so glad I did, because these blue fishes were absolutely beautiful, and there were some bigger ones here as well. Once again, I cannot tell you the names of them, but yeah, this is just an absolutely stunning place to snorkel. Again, go to Thailand and snorkel. Recommend. But just as I thought that I had cheated the hospital, I had to go anyway, because I managed to catch a pretty bad ear infection in both ears. So this is all the goodies I got for my ear. These are some ear drops that I'm supposed to take 4 times a day, 2 drops in each ear. Then we have some, what's this, even antihistamines. We have some probiotics that I still had from Vietnam. We have some antibiotics. This is the 3rd time in 4 months that I'm on antibiotics. Honestly, before I went traveling, I had never taken antibiotics at all, ever. So yeah, this is the first one. What do we have here? These are some painkillers, anti-swelling. So yeah, this is all the stuff that I take every day for my ears. So hopefully it will get better soon. Like, At night it's definitely worse than during the day. It feels like I've never had an ear infection before, so if you had an ear infection before then you know what it feels like, but it feels like really thick, like half of my head is full with cotton, if it makes any sense. Like it's really swollen. Yeah, at night time is definitely the worst. Like it hurts a lot. It helps a little bit if I like elevate my head a bit. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. During the day it's a bit better, like right now I still feel it. Also why I actually went to the hospital. It was not only really bad pain in my ear, but also in my jaw. Like I could barely open my mouth, and that's when I was like, okay, this is something I don't know how to handle. Like I do need help with this, and I am glad I went because I have an infection on both sides. This one is just in the hair canal, or what to say. This one is also like more inside the ear. And I mean, I was a bit dizzy a few days, and I thought it was because it's so warm, because I didn't drink enough, you know. But I'm not used to this heat necessarily, so I didn't, because I never had problems with my ears before, so I didn't think about that it could be an ear infection, to be honest. They were really kind, the Thai nurses, and they prescribed me all these medicines, and I think I'm gonna take the antibiotics for a week, and the other pills also for about a week, and then we see, I guess. I'm not allowed to swim for a week, and I'm also not allowed to fly for another 4 days. To be honest, how it feels now, I don't think I can even fly in 4 days, to be quite honest. But I guess we'll see about that. I did plan to take a bus to Kuala Lumpur from here, from Krabi. And I already had booked it and everything, but the day before I got an email that said, oh, your bus is cancelled. And so I texted the company, like, what's happening? Why did you cancel? And I hope you give me a refund at least. And they answered and they said, yeah, we're gonna give you a refund, sorry, basically. And I'm like, yeah, so I can't fly, so I will miss Kuala Lumpur and Singapore because currently it's Ramadan, and so everything is fully booked until the 28th, which is in 5 days. I don't really necessarily have the time or the money to sit here for 5 days and wait and then go to Kuala Lumpur and Singapore, so my plan right now is to actually skip those 2 destinations, which made me very upset a few days ago, but now that I'm here, and I mean my ear is not great at the moment, so actually I'm quite happy that I'm staying here a few days, letting it heal. So yeah, the plan is when I can fly again to fly to Bali, and then after Bali I fly to Australia, and yeah, I guess I have to go to Kuala Lumpur and Singapore another time, because I did plan to be like 3 days in Kuala Lumpur and maybe 3 days in Singapore, and then fly from Singapore to Bali, but I guess it would have been quite a bit of running, and I just feel like with my health as it is right now I would not have the power to do that. So yeah, we're gonna make the best out of it. I mean, Krabi is beautiful, and even though I cannot swim, there was places to be stuck, honestly. And I mean, Thailand is still pretty cheap. It would be worse to be stuck in Singapore, to be honest, because then I really would not have any money left. So yes, I'm doing the best out of the situation and enjoying great food and nice drinks. And I also met this little fella in my hostel. No idea what kind of little lizard it is, but it was so cute. And then after 4 days in the same hostel, I decided that I was not really ready to fly yet, so I booked a private room for another 4 days, because I felt like I just wanted to have my own space for a bit, just get my stuff together, heal properly. And so I took my stuff, all of it, and I walked to the next place, because all the tuk-tuks were severely overpriced, and I was like, nah. On the way there, I found this beautiful koi carp. So a koi is basically a really big version of a goldfish, and this particular one has really long fins, And apparently it's called butterfly koi, and as you probably don't know, I just love koi fish. I think they are so beautiful, and I'm literally losing my mind over this fish, how beautiful it is. And I mean, look at it, it's so nice. One of these days I will definitely have one. So I arrived at my private place. It is absolutely gorgeous and nice to have your own space for a bit, where not everybody runs around all the time. And there is a different beach quite close, and I would say the swimming water is maybe not as good as the Anang beach, but what you can find here is lots and lots of seashells. And I'm a treasure hunter, and I'm absolutely losing my mind over the seashells that you can find here. They are so beautiful and really big as well. Like, look at that. That's the most beautiful seashell I ever found, to be honest. And also some creepy giant crab legs. Look at this. Honestly, the hardest things about putting this grasshopper in your mouth was, I feel like the legs, or just like all the limbs. Like, this one was really big, and it took me a few attempts to actually dare to bite into it. I mean, look at that thing, it's huge. And it was cooked in soy sauce, so I mean, it did not taste bad at all. It was actually rather tasty, but it's more like the feeling of having a giant insect in your mouth that is a bit unpleasant at first. But I will say, as soon as you have chewed it a few times, then it's not so bad anymore, because yeah, then it's just something that you chew in your mouth. But as long as it's a full insect, it's a bit creepy. Then it started to really rain, and also there was a thunderstorm. Sadly, I did not catch any thunder on this video, but it was raining very heavily. And still I could not resist. I resisted them for 3 weeks. Yes, the one and only elephant pants. At first I didn't really like them, but then the more I saw them I was like, okay, I have to get a pair. So there you have it, you guys. That is all for now. In hopefully 2 days I will fly to Bali, so stay tuned for the next video if you are interested. See you then, guys. Bye.